Well, the Kentucky Middle School Football Association has, for the first time, put together what we call the Kentucky team. Kentucky team is competing for a national title put on and hosted by Football University as part of the U.S. Army All-American Bowl down in San Antonio. Kentucky's been fortunate enough to have won up to the third round. The first round we beat Illinois. The second round we beat Wisconsin. Last week Kentucky traveled to St. Louis and was able to beat a very, very good Missouri team to qualify to go to San Antonio for the final two games of the national title. Well, the team was selected by the association as part of its overall selection process, which started in reviewing a lot of film, a nomination from all of our member schools. This past year, the association had 157 member middle schools throughout the Commonwealth, from Paintsville to Lone Oak to Owensboro to Ashland. And so it's a large group of middle school players that were reviewed, considered from the all-state team selections. And then part of that selection committee picked what they thought were the best kids in the positions that were needed to make up a team that needed 35 players. So we have 35 players of the best of what we think Kentucky Middle School football has to offer.
Those guys?
We have kids that are just amazing. I mean, as you can see, you know, one of the things that when we first started the association, we wanted to provide opportunities for our players in Kentucky to compete. We're tired of hearing that Kentucky doesn't have good football. We believe that there are a lot of good athletes, there are a lot of good kids, that if they were just given the right opportunities and the right opportunity to get recognized, that they would be able to shine like they have. And I think you've seen that, and I think on a national level others have seen what great football players Kentucky has to offer. Well, it's become big. We've looked for opportunities over the last couple of years to be able to offer our kids that really want to and have a possibility of competing at the next level and getting that recognition and profile, but also understanding at that early age when they really need to, that they may be a good football player, they may be the biggest kid on their team, but they need to keep working. They need to keep learning the techniques of football. And so the association has been able to partner up with Football University to provide that attribute of getting very good technical skills and proficiency as to what football has to offer, as well as, you know, as what U.S. Army All-American Bowl is about. It's about character as well, not just on the field, but it's off the field. So it's the complete package of what colleges are looking for, and when it comes to you know, the possibility of ever going to the NFL, what the NFL does. You know, as we had, as you may have witnessed during our banquet during the East-West All-Star game, that we had Marty Moore, former University of Kentucky player, you know, All-American, last round draft for the Patriots, 8 years in the NFL, come and give a presentation to the kids, talk to them about his experience, hard work, what it means every day to get up knowing that you got to earn your job, but then also the education part. So, you know, after his 8 years of the NFL, he needed to come back and then continue on with his life, what that meant. So we're trying to have the kids that have these opportunities now to understand the complete package of what it is that they need to bring together if they really want to compete at the higher level. Well, we're scheduled to play Oregon the first game. We're headed down the day after New Year's. This is a big exercise. The association is all volunteers. We're 501(c)(3) nonprofit public charity, because all our members are made up of middle schools, and so you know, it's all volunteer time. The money that's used is to giving back and to operate the things that we're able to do. So this year, besides the East-West, this is really our first opportunity to do this, but it's a learning lesson for us. It's a huge endeavor of trying to, obviously from kids that are throughout the Commonwealth, getting them together, practice, getting parents assembled, all of that, then competing. We've been lucky the first two rounds we were in Kentucky. Last week we went to St. Louis, worked through that orchestra. But in getting to San Antonio, it's a huge capital outlay. For a lot of the players and their families, obviously, it's a huge financial impact. We want to be able to provide these opportunities. We realize that, so we're trying to go out asking for donations, any assistance that may be offered, and allowing to Kentucky to be able to shine and give these kids and their families probably a once in a lifetime opportunity to experience not only playing and the opportunity to compete for a national title, but also all of what the U.S. Army All-American Bowl brings. Speakers that they bring in, the Coach Boone from the movie The Titans be down there giving inspirational speech of what that means. Vince Papale was down there, so they bring in nationally recognized people that these kids will take that message and learn from it. Being able to watch the U.S. Army All-American high school players, what do they look like? What have they done? Opportunity to talk to them. What did they do to be able to get in a position to be selected? Because as they will witness, a lot of those kids will be announcing during that game where they've determined to go play college football. Right. And so, it's a huge part of that, but the expense alone, as we're learning, the bus trips just to get down to San Antonio, busing everyone, we're talking almost $10,000, the hotel rooms, and so it's a huge budget item. We're desperately trying to find a way to make it work, and make it work where it's not a huge financial impact or drain to a lot of the parents and the players, given especially the financial times we're under. We are, I have to say, a partnership that we've had with PrepSpin and Steve Tressler, William Warfield, has been tremendous. It not only shows we have good football, but we have a lot of people that have a lot of passion to give back and do a wonderful, great job, and it has been very good to see that as we see at the association level, we have states calling us to ask how they could do what we're doing, because we're ahead of the curve. We've been able as the association to get 7-on-7 football at the middle school. The universities love it. It gives an opportunity for middle school players to get on a college campus and interact with like Joker Phillips, and the whole coaching staff, and to see that, and all of a sudden, it's kind of like me in my day job. I'm a lawyer. Football, I only played high school football, so it's really a passion. It's a passion, and everyone that volunteers their time, they got to have that passion and drive. But it's really passion and drive to give back, right? Because of to me, what football gives, whether you ever play a day of college football or NFL, it's getting up, getting your butt off. If you get kicked, you get back up. You find something to be able to do. You put in dedication, hard work, and that'll carry you no matter what you do in your life, on and off the football field. Well, we have a website. It's www.Kentucky. It's at KYMSFAfootball.com. So you can reach us there. Donation, there's forms and everything that you can do. Otherwise, the address is 2800 Lexington Financial Center, KYMSFA, Lexington, Kentucky, 40507. And the telephone number is 859-229-7851. We appreciate anything that could be done to help middle school athletic kids. Obviously, we believe at this level, this is where they're impressionable. This is where you have an opportunity to make a difference and hopefully turn someone, by giving that opportunity, to have, very productive life, whether it's on or off the football field.